You've always felt like you were meant for something special. Yes, there's a voice inside you that is a little self critical, but underneath it, you have always also been able to hear faintly this deeper, truer rumble from within you. Something beautiful that was always meant to come out into the world, a self beyond even your own understanding. The rumble was never about achievement, it was never about success, even though that's what the world seems to want. Now, the rumble was so deep inside you, it was coming from a core you barely understood. And it's always been about something profound. You know you're meant for a purposeful existence. You can sense something that feels like destiny, maybe, although you're not really sure if you believe that's how it works. Me too. I'm like you. I have felt a deep rumble. I know there's a truth I'm meant to live out that is just beyond my own understanding, just beyond my limits. I found myself trying to name it poetically a little while ago. The version of me you never met, the one who placed a bigger bet, unafraid of all the falls and failings, willing to see beyond the railings, lived beyond expectations small, took the risk and placed the call, vibrant hues and bold in lines, a life less dull, a soul that shines. Missed potential haunts me most. So now I bet big, choose not to coast. The version of me you never met just hasn't made your acquaintance yet. Let me pause. This sermon is not a cheap motivational speech. The sermon is not about the, the hidden power inside you, if only you would manifest it for yourself. Maybe that's someone else's sermon, and maybe it's real, but that's not what I'm here to preach today. This sermon and that poem, they're about love. The me you haven't met yet, that's not the billionaire me. It's not the tycoon me. It's not the Hollywood influencer me. It's the deeply rooted, sweet, gentle, loving me. It's the me who is far more patient than the me you know. It's the me who is not trying to out earn my childhood image of success. It's the me that is not trying to get your applause and approval. It's the me who isn't obsessed with how cool or funny or handsome or perfect you think I am. That's the me you haven't met yet. There's this story in all three of the synoptic gospels that I've come back to over and over. So Jesus is asked by a wealthy young man with power, "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus first tells him to follow God's commandments, but all the fundamental stuff. When the rich young ruler says, "Teacher, all these I have kept since I was a boy," Jesus, according to Mark's account anyway, looks at him and loves him. He doesn't judge him or shame him. He looks at him and he loves him. And then Jesus says, "One thing you lack. Go, sell everything you have and give it to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come, follow me." The rich young ruler leaves sad, for he was very wealthy. That story is so uncomfortable. You spend a whole life chasing success, and then you're reminded by this ancient teaching that the ladder you're climbing is leaning against the wrong wall. You spend your whole life trying to check all the boxes of the imaginary form of your good person application. You try and you try and you try to do it all and achieve and succeed and win. But at some point in your life, you're confronted with this hard truth that life isn't about all that. It's only always been about love. The bigger bet I mentioned in the poem that I want to place in this season of my life, it's on love. Selfless, generous, curious, wonder filled love. That's the rumble deep inside. Love, profound, magnificent, beautiful love, heavy, wonderful love, well worn, scuffed, and scarred love. Sorry, this isn't a sermon encouraging you to chase your dreams. It's a sermon that asks if the dreams you've been chasing are the ones you will really care about in the end. The version of me you haven't met yet is the one who leans into sacred human connection. It's the one who sacrifices the worldly success for the moments of holy togetherness. It's the version of me who follows the humble, dusty, ragged way of Jesus. It's the one who opens his sacred heart to the world. It's the one who welcomes boldly and radically. It's the one who loves so hard, the one who loves with all his might, the one who loves instead of chases, the one who loves. I don't know if I'll ever sell all my belongings. I don't know if I'm that brave. But I want to lean my ladder on the right wall. I want to orient my future toward love. I want to bravely walk away from my false self and toward the rumble of love I hear inside. Let's walk there together. Hey, this message is about you. Take this message out into your life this week and fill the space between you and every person in your life with love. My favorite church is the space between people. Now go with God's love and create the church between.